Hello, everyone, and welcome to the second episode of Call Failed Successfully podcast. This is the place where we share our experiences, our personal growth, and our life in general. Before we get started with our topic today, I would like to introduce the call log. This is the weekly checkup on the things which have happened during this week and just a small little updates on our life. And here is Natalia with you. If you're watching this video first time, and my partner.
Hi, my name is Lisa. I'm also here for the second time on the second episode. So yeah, as Natalia told you before, we decided to introduce call log, and we are going to share some details about our recap for the last week and what I did personally last week. I attended a couple of exhibitions. It was an open house. It's conducted in all European countries, in mostly of them. And this time of the year, it came to Lithuania, and I visited a couple of, open houses, and it was an amazing experience. I spent really good Saturday with my friend, and afterwards I came with my group of another friends to watch Eurovision. I really liked the way I spent most of the evening, and then I just came home exhausted, feeling fulfilled, happily and relaxed. And it's like my main highlights and weekly recap from my side. What did you do last week, Natalia?
Oh, first of all, I want to say that you had a great time. I can hear that from your stories. That's really great. Um, Me personally, I skipped the Eurovision. I don't even remember what I did on Saturday. Actually, I had some work to do. I was working, like I had this weekend at work, Saturday, Sunday, and then, to be honest, I spent a lot of time like editing our podcast. So basically, I was working, and then in the evenings, I went either to play tennis or I was just editing podcasts. But yesterday, we did something special. We went out with my friends to some innovative festival. It's just some company who's working in AI industry. They organize this kind of event every year, and it's like completely free. So there is like drinks, food, the like area with some activities, and also every year they invite some like Finnish popular rapper. Let's call it like that. So we had a great time. We ate, we drink, they drank something there, and then we enjoyed this like quick concert. It was really fun because I spent so much time at home lately. It was really nice to go out. And today I'm finally opening my summer tennis season. The first time this year we play on the clay court outdoors. So let's see how it's gonna go today, and I hope it's not gonna rain. So that was my quick recap on the week.
Yeah, I also spoke only about one day of a week, and the others were so filled with work that I stayed at home, rejecting every potential plan
Mm.
and thinking about maybe I should just chill at home. And I don't know, it was some kind of form of procrastination. And that is exactly the topic we are gonna speak about, because I was procrastinating spending some time with my friends and just enjoying life. Instead, I just selected to stay at home and dumpster scroll the reels on Instagram.
Yeah, interesting, by the way. But I can say that procrastination is connected with many things, like such as tiredness, uh, pressure, perfectionism, low energy in general, maybe some fear. We already discussed in the previous episode about fear and perfectionism and other stuff. You can find the first episode here. I'm gonna put the link here. But today I think we're gonna discuss some other stuff and what the procrastination is and how it happens, and yeah, like why we procrastinate. So let's maybe start with the topic of mental overload and tiredness. I think it's really connected to your example. Like
Yep.
you told that you were like kind of overloaded with the work and you didn't want even to go out with your friends. But do you actually connect it with the like um how to say like really procrastination and like postponing things, or maybe you got just like basically tired, maybe you just need some time to recharge? What do you think?
Um, yes, exactly. I think it's mostly connected to procrastinating because I have like power to work for the full day, my full-time grown-up job.
Mm-hmm.
But I understand that most of the day I just still laying on the couch scrolling TikTok and Instagram even during the workday because my workload is not big, it's an average sizes. And when I'm already locked in to scrolling my phone or watching some YouTube videos, I just can't stick out of the sofa or out of the bed. And when I see a notification, oh, let's go to the billiard, I'm already tired because I see it's a gray sky outside. Probably it's gonna rain. Then I need to pay for some taxi. Then I'm gonna pay for some drinks. Then I'm gonna pay for something else. And I always see only minuses in the case I'm going out. But I never see like pluses. I mean, obviously, I do see them, but not in the very specific moment when I'm just procrastinating a good time. Because procrastination is not only about procrastinating. I'm so sorry for my tautology, but it's not only about procrastinating some work and some specific tasks for your future. It's also about procrastinating some good moments because you're like not in a good mood today. You're overwhelmed with other thoughts. You're overwhelmed with talking with your friends. You're overwhelmed with your anxiety, and you just select to stay in the state of mind when you feel that you're safe, when
Yeah,
that
I
you're
get it.
safe and you don't want to change anything. That's exactly how procrastination and Instagram reels and stability are interconnected, and they all cause this delay of emotions, of new connections.
Yeah, I think I experience the same sometimes, like from time to time, that and I don't know how to really like separate the tiredness and laziness, because sometimes I feel too tired and I just want to stay home, but if I push myself to go out, then like at the end of the night I feel like really good that I went out, that like I decided to go out. But before going out, for some reason I felt like really tired. And I think kind of same happens when I'm going to my like trainings. Before the training, I'm like procrastinating, like always possible. I'm like feeling so tired, and I'm like, oh, maybe I'm just tired. Maybe I just need to take some time off. But then I go to the training, and I feel like I'm in my best form. So for this moment, I don't know how to really like separate and like indicate that you're really tired, because sometimes I'm really tired and I just stay home, but I don't know like how to, yeah, like how to separate these things, laziness and tiredness. Um,
Sometimes you just feel that you're prepared for a fully scheduled day.
mm,
Sometimes I just know that my weekends are gonna be occupied or my usual business days are gonna be occupied, and I'm like mentally prepared for it. And my brain tells me there is no time for tiredness. You just have to do it because you already planned
mhm.
this, and this. And when there is a slight inconvenience in this fully scheduled day, I'm still gonna take it because I'm already like in a rush. I am overcharged. I know I have to do it and I will do even extra. But when it's like a routine, usual day, when I just finish my work at 6, before I started it at 9, I just know that afterwards I don't have any plans. And when someone is suggesting, oh, let's just take a walk, I'm like, no, it's not scheduled for today because I was not mentally prepared for being that positive
Yeah,
and
I get
excited
it.
for that. And speaking about trainings, I have this a little bit. I can't call it ADHD because I don't have ADHD. But when I know that I have a training in the evening, I won't do anything before the training because I know I have a plan in the evening after work to go to the, to have a little bit of sports. I just can't even cook myself a dinner. I have 2 hours to eat, but I won't do it because I know I have plans. So, yeah.
So you're kind of like preparing for that, or
Yeah,
like
I'm
why?
kind of
Why?
preparing for that, like mentally. Like,
Okay.
I mentioned before,
Hmm.
with pretty scheduled weeks and not weeks, days usually. I just prepare myself mentally. I just sit and stare at the wall and be like, yeah, it's gonna be a rough ride, but these days are the best days in my memories. I had it like half months back. It was amazing. My weekends were amazing. I didn't have extra time to think about anxiety, other stable topics which are always rolling inside my mind. And yes, it's like my point of view on differentiating procrastination and tiredness, just because for procrastination, it's like a kind of form of when you are preparing yourself for something bigger. And
Mm.
tiredness
Yeah.
is when you have something routine and you just, I don't know, don't want to do it today and procrastinating it. So it's like interrelated a bit. I don't know if I explained this correctly.
Yeah, I totally get it. Yeah, I think it's a really great point. But I've also noticed that if something really exciting waiting for me, or if something like if something is happening what I was waiting for a long time, I never would feel lazy. Like the more the more some event is interesting for me, the less tired I am. And this is actually the second thing I wanted to discuss with you, is how like procrastination connected to low interest or lack of meaning something. So this basically means that if you're not interested enough in the thing you do, or maybe this is not that meaningful for you what you are doing right now, it can be anything, it can be your hobby, it can be your work, it can be your even relationship. If they're not meaningful for you, then you are not ready to put enough effort to it, and I think you are starting procrastinating. Like if I don't know, you decided that you need to go to Pilates classes and you're thinking like, okay, I need to go to them to get fit, but actually they're not that meaningful for me and I don't even enjoy them. Or for example, I go to the like I need to go to group classes, but I don't like people there, for example. So yeah, what I try to explain is that when you're not interested in something, you are trying to like postpone it, like procrastinate with that. And I also see that same happens with me. If like something really interesting is happening, like I cannot wait for it. But if something I don't wanna like happen is coming to happen, then I'm just like procrastinating and I'm doing like everything to postpone it.
Yes.
So
My side, I would add up on that. I heard a theory that we have a lot of plans in our head that we want to achieve, and like 70% of these plans you can do in 2 weeks. You're just procrastinating. For
uh,
example, I need to reorganize my wardrobe because the summer is upon.
mm,
It's already on my
same here. Yeah.
it's already on my footsteps, and I can do it in like 2 hours, even with my lazy kind of approach because
Yes.
I'm doing everything. Uh, I would say with peculiarity and
Hmm.
accuracy. It would take only
Mhm.
2 hours. I've been procrastinating it for 3 weeks in a row just because,
Same
oh,
here.
oh, it's gonna rain tomorrow. It's gonna rain tomorrow. So what's the point? It's gonna be 15 outside again. But the next day, I don't notice it's gonna be like 25.
Mhm.
And then I'm
Yeah.
just like panicking, what should I wear today? I think it's like a basic problem for every girl, for you as well. But this
Yes.
procrastination is like a girly thing. So yeah.
Yeah, but then it's like really interesting that actually this like wardrobe thing, actually I think we do care what we are like putting on. But
But you
why
don't
we're
have time to think
procrastinating?
about it. You don't have time to think about it when your summer clothes are in one part of the wardrobe and your clothes which are meant for spring and autumn are right in front of your eyes, and you understand you're gonna sweat, but
Mm.
still you don't want to disturb any convenience in your summer clothes because you didn't check up them. Maybe they're already too tight for you or too loose for you, and you're just panicking in front of the mirror.
Can really relate on the wardrobe thing because I'm actually doing the same. Like all my wardrobe is a big mess right now, and I really need to prepare that for summer. But maybe here would help actually just putting away your phone for a while and just concentrating on one thing. Just concentrating on getting your clothes like organized and prepared for the summer because otherwise like just doom scrolling and always being like distracted by I don't know movies, TikToks, whatever don't really help. Or maybe one more thing that comes to my mind that maybe just try to like schedule that because you told that you're like when something is scheduled you're like preparing for that and you're ready for that and there is like no way that you're gonna cancel your training, for example, like you told that you are preparing all day for your training and you not obviously you're not gonna cancel that. So maybe just try to uh like put it in your schedule
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah. I
like
agree with you on this
yeah.
because for example, I have my notebook which I lead like a daily diary when I write all my plans, even though I remember
Mhm.
every day what I'm doing. But when I take a pen and write it down, I see the ink on the paper, and it's already in my mind. You have to do it today.
Yeah, it really helps. I'm the same, but I think it also depends what kind of person you are. But I think structure and schedule and really like writing down all your plans really like helps everyone. I'm the same. Like if I have plans written down, uh, okay, there is a small like how to say small opportunity that I'm gonna like miss that, but there is like a really big chance that I'm gonna like do all the plans I wrote down for myself. Like I'm the same, so maybe we just need to try that with our wardrobe, just like put down the note for one day and try to do that finally. I also actually, quick update. I also ordered some stuff from H&M, like some summer stuff. I think it's gonna arrive actually this week or maybe at the end of the week, a bit later. So I think this is a good sign to start preparing a summer wardrobe when I get some new clothes for the summer.
So you
Have you,
see,
by
you
the
have a
way?
motivation. You have a motivation right
Yeah.
now. You need to reorganize everything. It's already no time to procrastinate. So probably you may write it down in your notebook or diary and get it done.
Yeah, but by the way, did you get a chance to do some summer shopping or are you like all set for the summer?
I'm procrastinating as well. It's like I have a specific amount of money
Mhm.
that is dedicated for these reasons. I mean, to buy some new clothes, and I already spent half of it. I mean, it's was mostly like some pants and
Mhm.
trousers, but now I still have half of this sum, and I have in my mind what I want to buy. And today it was an amazing form of procrastination. I just opened Naked.
Yeah.
Please sponsor us, Naked. And I opened exactly what I wanted to buy. I wanted to buy a mini skirt because I really, really love this style when you wear like a mini skirt with some leather jacket and long boots. I just opened. I
Mm,
saw
sounds
half of the page.
really cool.
I saw half of the page and then just like, I'm not in the mood for it right now. I have other things I need to think about. Or what if the work comes? I need to check this. Then I need to eat banana. Then I need to check my phone. And then it just flew out of my mind that I was checking something I really need. I really need.
Okay, again, too many distractors. I don't
Too
know
many
how to
distractors.
like fight with them. Actually,
Hmm.
mm, like
Especially
only yeah.
Especially
Go
it
ahead.
starts when you live alone and no one notices what you're doing throughout your day. You just have your free will. Because when I
Yeah.
lived with my mom, she was like, you were doing this and then suddenly you're doing that one. Can you please concentrate on one thing,
Mhm.
get it done,
Yeah.
then come to something another, to some other things.
Yeah, but I actually like really can notice that some like quick notification can ruin like the next hour of your life. That like something coming, like yeah, for example, some notification or some update or update from your friend, and then you like completely switch the topic and starting, I don't know, texting with your friend or starting to research something, and then you are just out of this life for the next hour or even more hours.
Yeah, it
That
happened with me
happens. Yeah.
yesterday. It happened with me yesterday. I was going by a bus and I also opened naked. So you see, I'm already doing it 2 days in a row. I'm trying to concentrate. And then I see
Yeah.
a small notification in my messenger. And it's a notification that I violated some rules during the traffic. So I just crossed the line and I need to pay my fine. And I was
What?
like, why? How did I manage to do it? I was like, stressed because
Okay.
potentially I could do it. But then I noticed it was like North African scammer number
Ah, okay.
and I
All
was
right.
relieved immediately. But because I got this amount of adrenaline and high level of cortisol, I couldn't come back to naked. I just opened Telegram, texted to
Mhm.
my friend, oh my God, you know what I received? Then I opened Instagram, checked every people's stories, checked their instance, and then I just scrolled TikTok for
But I
another
think
part of bus drive.
I can share my personal advice to you and to like everyone, to our listeners, that if you have something important to do on your list, maybe try to put do not disturb this, how you call
Option.
it,
Option.
option. Yeah, just try to turn it on for a while or for a dedicated period of time you need like to have a full focus on the task, and just focus on the task, just try to get it done, and then you can turn on the notifications back, because yeah, I think notifications are like the big thing nowadays. You really get distracted from them, so sometimes this do not get disturbed option really helps me. I kind of like really often use it. Do you have experience with that? Do you use that option
I
at
have
all?
sleep mode.
Mhm.
So at 12:30 in the night, I already stop receive any notification. But
Okay,
if
that's
I'm
good.
so like sticked to my phone that I do it manually. If, for
Mhm.
example, I have insomnia, I just do it manually. But if someone will text me and I'm like exhausted, I'm not checking my phone.
Yeah.
And the next morning, I'm gonna check this message. And by the way, I always switch off Wi-Fi for the time when I'm like already done scrolling, so no one can reach me out because usually all my
Oh, that's good.
friends and parents they text or call me via WhatsApp, Telegram,
Mhm.
Instagram, and other social network and no one calls me on a normal phone. If it's emergency, of course they
Yeah.
will.
Good.
But if it's not
Okay.
emergency, they will call me on my phone. I'm gonna be unavailable, and they know that I'm asleep. And I told it to my mother. I warned every my friend that I'm off from Wi-Fi in the night. because I don't trust sleep mode. I have
Yeah,
some
I get it.
exceptions. I have some exceptions in case I forget to turn off Wi-Fi. I'm gonna wake up in the middle of the night. So yeah.
That's really great practice. I always like use the same do not disturb mode, but actually I don't like turn Wi-Fi on, but that sounds really like a great idea and really nice that you like warned everyone, because I think it's like still important that if like in case of emergency something happened, then like we need to reach out to you all the time. But that's really great, because I think even like even though you don't notice the notifications, I think this sound and vibration, it still somehow like interfere your sleep. So I think this is really great.
Okay, people. So now we're moving to the final chapter of our podcast today, and it is instant gratification versus long-term effort. Like for example, when you want fast result in everything, and you start, if you notice that the progress is really slow and then doesn't bring you any results, you're just quitting it. So it's also kind of a form for procrastination. And why do we expect fast progress and everything? And we are kind of addicted and rely on fast results and quick rewards. Um, so what do you think? Is it like a procrastination or not? Actually, I already formed a couple of thoughts about it, and I do think it's a procrastination. I have some long-term goals which are easily reachable, not of course in 2 weeks or even not in a month. I can reach it in 3 months already, but I just procrastinated because I know it will take a lot of effort from me and it won't be a noticeable result in a couple of days. And when I don't see this result in a while, I just think about, oh, I'm gonna do it in another more convenient time. And yeah, it's really like bothering uh, myself. And it's also kind of a distraction because I could do it already and set a new pair of goals. But just because I
Mhm.
have it in my mind, I can't think of something new. And the person should always develop himself.
Yeah, that's a really great thing. And I can actually give an example here. I think you can really relate to that. Anything what comes with like studies, especially when you want to study some new skill or new language, I think you always waiting really quick result. But the thing is that you can never reach like C1 level in any language by 3 months.
Yeah.
You need at least like few years for that. Or if you're gonna, like we discussed last time, you talked about like IT. I think it's the same thing if you're like studying IT. It takes like at least maybe 1 year. It depends on the like exact topic, but it takes like at least year, 2 or 3, to learn a new language, to learn a new skill, to learn a new skill. But yeah, I think this is the most difficult part of that is the like everyday progress, everyday routine. And I think we can also like discuss social media here a bit. Uh, because of the social media, I think we are waiting for really quick results, because there we see only quick results. We see only success. We see only like reaching the goals, and we see only results. But in the reality, not everyone really shows the way to that result, like the way how they reach that goal. Actually, I think
Actually, I
it's
have a comment
yeah.
on this one. For example, you see that the person is posting video from May 2025, and for example, he lost 10 kilos, but it's already May 2026, and he's posting this 15 short reel.
Mhm.
They're like, oh, he did it so fast. He didn't. It's just a short reel which gives you an impression on the way he did it. He didn't achieve it
Yeah.
in 15 seconds you watched. And you just get frustrated because how could he do it? He worked for it for 1 year.
Yeah, but we don't see, and I think nowadays, like, uh, okay, someone I think is showing nowadays the way, and the actual routine. I think it's getting popular on social media, the routine, but I think still, like, mostly people show the results and success because it gets more like viral, and it gets more attention from people because I think it's also connected to the dopamine. I think
Yeah.
when we yeah, I think when we like achieve something, we get dopamine, and when we cannot achieve something really like in a short term period, then we don't get enough dopamine to continue. And maybe we might lose like the motivation on the way.
Yeah,
But
that
yeah.
is the thing that our generation also lacks of. We don't have patience for something. We
Mm-hmm.
don't have patience for
Agree.
anything at all, and it's kind of disturbing our ways of living.
I agree on that. I definitely agree. I don't know, we really became impatient. We want like everything at the same moment or like on the next day, and yeah, like the people don't really understand the reality and what what everything is happening on the background. I think this is the biggest issue. But I don't know, do you have any ideas on like how to keep yourself motivated and how to like reach these long-term goals, how to do that nowadays?
Um, I think also you should put it like on a paper with a pen that you have it. Also, try to pin it on the wall so it will always be in front of your
Hmm.
eyes.
Yeah, true.
And it's also very, very helpful to make some kind of a table, for example, like Excel, print it out, and every day um, you will color it with some specific color that you actually, for example, drank 2 liters of water, read 15 pages of the book you were like postponing for a long time. And when you
Yeah.
see like this picture, you will want it to be full. You don't want any blank spots on it. But maybe it also comes with perfectionism. For some people, it's necessary, for others, not so much. But personally, for me, it would work if I just printed something that would always be in front of my eyes.
Hmm.
And actually, um, I was thinking about one thing that you mentioned, that we want everything in one moment, and it's like
Yeah.
impatience. And it's so contradictory with the way that we need to wait for something, because some great things, they're like happening not instantly. And I don't know how to live with that you need actually to wait for something when you want it right now, and how to become patient on that one, not causing procrastination.
Uh, I don't know. This is actually so hard thing. I don't even know. I think it was different because we didn't have social media. Uh, I don't know when the Facebook started, but I think actually around maybe 20 years ago. Not sure
Mhm.
now. But yeah, before that we didn't have social media, and people didn't have a like opportunity to share the results. So I think no one actually uh no one actually uh like expected something to be done by the end of the day. It's a really controversial thing because I think like previously when we didn't have social media, everyone just lived their life, and all this routine and everyday hard work was just normal for everyone. And I think people didn't see or like haven't seen this successful picture. They were just like really like being like dedicated, and they did hard work every single day without waiting some like dopamine or success. I think all the how to say all the picture of our nowadays life has changed. Like all the routine and everyday stuff has really changed, and the social media has it changed. Like the picture of that, because I think it's normal not to get a result at the end of the day. It's normal to work for something for 5, 10, 20 years. I mean, if so, I know many stories when people had a dream and they were working towards that for like 20 years, 30 years, but they were really dedicated and they were working towards that.
How did
But
he,
actually,
how did
yeah,
they not lose a sparkle?
that that's really a good question. I don't know how to not lose the motivation, how to not lose the patience and the sparkle. This actually like a big question, like a really big question. But I
Yep.
really believe that if you love what you do, like if you really like something, then you always have motivation
The
towards that.
problem of
But
our generation that we love really fast dopamine, and we have
mm,
so many opportunities that we can't really focus on one single deed that we are planning.
yeah,
We can't stay long at one workplace if we feel treated unwell or if we feel some pressure, but the next day we'll feel okay. But we remember that we were suppressed the previous day. So we just
yeah,
quit, we change our position just because we are live in very uncertain times and we have an opportunity to choose. And I wouldn't be able to focus on climbing the career ladder personally from my side because I'm so scared to miss other opportunities which life offers to me. Like, for example,
mm,
I want to go to Vietnam and ride some elephants there. I want to, I don't know, feed them there. I want to go to Bali and dive somewhere deep. And
yeah,
I want to do it while I'm young. I can't dedicate myself for something for this long time.
yeah.
And
I understand
it's
it.
also some kind of a form of procrastination, but I wouldn't call it like that. It's just not like inability to focus on something.
Yeah, maybe like this globalization and all this stuff, maybe it's like, gave us too many choices. And I think
I
we
don't
kind of
complain.
like,
Personally, I don't complain because if I knew that my like dedication would be only focused on work, I wouldn't want that. Honestly,
mm,
I wouldn't want that. Or I don't know, being a good housewife. No, I wouldn't want that. Because if something goes wrong in any kind of sphere where you felt that you belong to,
then
you are just
yeah,
destroyed.
then it's
You're
failure,
you are
like
just
total
destroyed
failure.
because you're just destroyed by the fact that you were meant for it, and now it's gone.
Mm,
And now it's gone.
yeah.
So yeah,
So
I'm not ready.
yeah, I think like of course it's nice when you dedicate yourself to something and you are really good in that and you like really dedicate your life. But I agree with you that if that something doesn't work out, then it's like the end of the
Depression.
world for you.
It's
Yeah.
depression.
So maybe, I don't know, maybe the best thing is like try everyone talking about this balance, but I think it's the only way, like try to find this balance. Like between these choices, maybe
Mhm.
try something new when you are younger and then try to focus on these things you like more. So like yeah, trying to find this balance. You can be at the same time a good wife. You can do a like decent career and be really, how to say, be really excited and
That is
it's
something
gonna
which is referring to the topic we discussed in the previous podcast. You need, you can't be good at everything like 100% perfect, but you
yes.
can be good in everything, but partially, but in more,
Yeah.
in a variety of these things.
Yeah. I think it's better nowadays.
Yep.
I think yeah, our world, like nowadays world is so diverse. So I think it's better to be like good at pretty much everything and try to learn more things and yeah, just like explore many things. Thank you everyone for listening to this podcast. We are gonna go and try to find our balance, and we hope that you're gonna enjoy this video, and we're gonna try to do more videos for you.
Yep. Thank you so much, and we see you when we see you. And I hope you will also think about something, find yourself in some topics we discussed here. And we are really glad if you stayed till this very moment and wish you a very, very good day. Bye bye.
Yes. Goodbye, everyone.